Okay, yeah, good morning. So today we'll be managing we'll be doing calendar management, right? And actually we are so sorry for what happened the last time about the network. So the network was literally very bad. I don't know why. We tried using Airtel, we tried using MTN Wi-Fi, all of them they were just so down. So we sincerely apologize for that. But then I want to make it easier for you. So I want to record this class for calendar management, and you have to go through it. Then after going through it on Friday, the live class for calendar management, right? Then it will be holding. Yeah. Just stick with me to open up our hands out to see what we have there. So firstly, we move into this practical work, let me quickly introduce what calendar management is. So, as a virtual assistant, your major priority is to manage calendar for the CEO. Yeah. Now, managing calendar is all about booking meeting. You understand? All about booking meeting, scheduling meeting, uh, scheduling interview, you understand, and also to-do list, because to-do list is still under calendar management. That is if you want to categorize it there, but it is your duty and obligation to help your CEO or to assist your CEO to book meeting. It is your duty and obligation to help your CEO to accept bookings, to schedule meeting, probably for interview, staff briefing, or however, whatever, you understand. So that is calendar management. It is inevitable. You see this exact one now. It is inevitable. As a virtual assistant, as a virtual administrative assistant, it is just your work to book meeting. And the funny thing is that eh, even if you are not a virtual administrative assistant, even if you are probably a virtual accountant or whatever you want to like be into, you just need to know how to book meeting. You understand? You just need to know how to book meeting. And guess what? It is not difficult. It's not a rocket science. It's something that you can do. Yes, Anna, believe me, it's something you can do. So we're actually going to practice it now. Just look closely on the screen and ensure that you're following everything there. Uh, so in booking meetings, you have to like be checking it out to, it's not just to book meeting, but you have to like be checking your calendar to know when the meeting is coming up. Give your CEO reminder that okay, ma, we have a meeting. You have a meeting today with so organization. You have a meeting tomorrow with so organization. They just want you that you really need to like be doing every day, every single minute. So that is why that was the reason I told you that a virtual assistant does not have peace. I'm sorry to say this, Anna, but a virtual assistant does not have peace. You have to be up always. The funny thing is, even on your off day, some of the organization would like want to like make use of you, and please, I do not permit that. For me, I don't permit that, and I will also advise you not to permit that unless they're going to pay you extra fee for that, right? Yeah, but if they're not giving you anything, please don't give them anything unless you are kind of intentional in what you want to get from the organization. Yeah, make you not be sad they give you wrong advice, but that is fine. That is fine. Being a virtual assistant, you have to be up and doing. You have to always be there to know what next to do because uh the CEO, like I say, they're always scattered. So they're employing you to like put their shit together. They're employing you to like bring them together to help them manage things. So you just have to know what next to do, what not to do. And in fact, you just need to know little about everything. So you also need to like handle appointments, right? Uh Maybe with any organization or with an individual, you understand? So you have to know how to handle appointment, also deadlines for appointment. And there's something I would want to say. Okay, but before I get to that, executive calendar management. Managing a client's schedule and priority. You understand? So I just have to explain this before we move into the practical work. So managing a client schedule and priorities, like just that was what I explained initially. That maybe in your calendar now, your CEO has a birthday to attend by 3 o'clock. Also, she needs to like give the staff briefing, and staff briefing is probably something that is done like literally every day. And maybe let me just say now in the organization I work for currently, her staff briefing is always by 11, 10 to 11 actually. But lately she has not been the one doing it. I've been the one doing the staff briefing, but it's just in the calendar. Now your CEO might want to give you her own email address or the organization email address that you have to be like fixing this date, right? For her. Some might not give you. So if they don't give you, you have to use your own calendar to be managing your CEO's calendar. How are you gonna do that? You just have to like be scheduling the meeting in your calendar and then you give your CEO feedback. Might have a meeting from now to now. You have a meeting from now to now. You have a birthday party to attend. You have a staff briefing to attend. And please know you. There are some of all this meeting that she does not need to go by herself. You can as well ask, Ma, can I do this? If it's something you think you can do, just put it in a way that you are not commanding her, right? You are just coming to help her, telling her that okay, you can actually attend to this meeting while she fix other things for herself. You understand? The goal of being a virtual assistant is to help them be organized, to help them do some of all these minor things while they focus on achieving their goal. Write this down, Anna. You understand? The goal is to help them organize things while they focus on achieving their goal, while they focus on making money. You are kind of the backbone of the organization. That is what I always call myself. And yeah, that is nice. So priorities, you have to be helping them to manage their priorities. And how would you do that? To help them manage their priorities, you have to like know the meaning that is important before the order. Some of us that studied economics, in as much as me, I did not, but I did day inside class, and I always hear people hear them like I hear the tutor teach them of scale of preference, which is about like bringing everything that you need and then selecting most needed, right? Yeah, that is fine. You have to like invite that into calendar management. So probably she has a birthday to attend, she has staff briefing to do. She has an interview because some CEO always love handling their interview, like interviewing applicants by themselves, handling that by themselves. Just a whole lot of that. So you have to like prioritize this calendar so well. The start briefing, probably this is you just prioritize it very well. Start briefing should be early in the morning, so it should be know when your CEO wakes up. Or you get so for people like you that work as a personal administrative assistant, that is most taxing because you probably end up sharing the same apartment with your CEO, so you just have to know the person more and more, right? And that is fine. So know about her schedule. How would you know this? You would only know this when you start working. So it's not something that I'll tell you how she works. You understand? So, but you should adapt easily. You should adapt easily and then know how to prioritize all these tasks, know how to prioritize the sorry. Don't mind me. I just have a whole lot of messages coming in, and that is fine. So, you just have to know how to prioritize the tasks. Like using your initiative, the interview should be between you, and before you fix this, you need to ask her. You don't need to like do it on your own. So, ma, we have you have briefing with the staff. When will be convenient for you? This is as a new person. When will be convenient for you to hold this briefing? And she will be like, you might even propose a time. When would be convenient for you to hold this briefing? Would 12 to 1 be convenient for you? And then she'll be like, oh, no, 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 no. I have a meeting with somebody by 12 to 1. You'll not be like, okay, that's fine. So when should it be? And she will tell you, okay, so arrange the staff by 11 to 12. You understand? You put it down. Knowing fully well that as she's coming out from staff briefing, she's moving to have the meeting she's having with somebody, like she said initially, right? Yeah, that is when you have to know how to block time. I'll teach you about that. You know how to block time. Blocking time is like she has staff briefing to do, right? And she has a meeting to attend. So your CEO is a human being and she needs to breathe. And because of that, you need to like manage the time properly. As a virtual assistant, you should be very good at time management. So this is what you're gonna have. What you're gonna do. You're gonna if the start briefing, if she said that the start briefing should be by 10 to 11 and she's having a meeting 11 to 12, so propose to her, like say something like, okay, so ma, wouldn't it be nice to hold the meeting between let's say 9:30 or 9:40 to 10:40? And she'll be like, why? And you say, so that you can use 20 minutes to rest before you move into the next meeting, right? This is how you block out time. Blocking out time is called, some people call it buffer, right? Blocking out time is like giving your CEO some time, some minutes, some hours that they need to rest before they move into the next meeting, right? They need to rest before they move into the next thing. They need to rest, giving them time for themselves, because some of you might end up working with organization that probably the person is a what do they call them, a speaker. So all these speakers, they're always busy from one event to another, booking, especially when it is their season, right? Yeah, some of you say might even end up working for pastors or ministers. Working for them can be very difficult, I must say, because their schedule is always so busy. So probably they have a whole lot of programs to attend, and you need to be there with them. Like, if you are working as a virtual assistant, you need to be there spiritually with them, knowing when, like, when they should perform on the stage and when they should be done. So that is to say, if they are performing on the stage is by 12 o'clock, right? They need to leave before, at least, depending on how far the place is. You need to understand the traffic. You need to understand that something might happen before, that if she is going to, if your CEO is going to the island, and your CEO is on mainland, you need to understand that, okay, for people that stays in Lagos, there's a whole lot of traffic. So if the meeting that she's attending by 12, like if she's attending the meeting by 12 on the island, hmm, you need to like set up the calendar, right? You need to set up in a way that she needs to leave the house by at least 1 hour before the meeting, because nobody knows what is going to happen on the road. You need to like give her time to prepare herself, time to like, so she wouldn't be like rushing to the meeting. Come on, you understand? So you need to like prepare her very well. This is very important, please. I need to break this thing down. I need to, in as much as we'll move into the practical work, but I just need to like explain this. We have creating events, adding events, reminders, and recurring events. Yeah, we do that. We do that while handling it. So this is not something explanatory. Uh, Scheduling meeting, selecting suitable dates. Yes, of course. That was what I said. Suitable dates for your CEO. Probably when probably like applicants, and there is an interview that she should hold, you have to like reach out to her, and a lot of messages are coming into my phone, but that's fine. You have to reach out to her and ask, how is it going? Sorry, you have to reach out to her and ask, what is this meeting? Sorry about the distraction. You have to reach out to her and ask, when is this meeting going to hold? When is it convenient for you? You don't need to ask this question like you are the CEO. I beg you. You need to like ask like you are proposing. You are trying to like bring an opinion. Even when you are bringing an opinion, my CEO once told me, sorry, you don't say it like you own it. You have to like ask for it. You understand? You're not trying to slave yourself, but you have to like ask for it. Ma, would it be nice if Ma, I know your schedule is very busy now, but how about you understand? Ma, what if you get you need to like put it in a way that will be suitable because they get for head. So you have to like come in very well, and that is fine. So we're moving down. Yeah, say check availabilities before booking meeting. Yeah, that's fine. You have to check availabilities. So that was still what I explained. Check when she's available before booking a meeting, and that is it. And time blocking, yeah, I've talked about this, allocating dedicated period for tasks. You get, I've talked about it, blocking out time for her, probably for something important for her so that all this meeting, all this wherever that she's having with organization wouldn't take up her personal life. Yeah, that is fine. So I've really explained this. Then time zone, effective in working effectively with international clients. Now, this one is mostly for people that are not gonna work with Nigerian clients. If your CEO or your executive or your organization is in Dubai, hmm, now I want to tell you that you have to work with Dubai time zone. I think Dubai is like 3 hours ahead of us. So you have to work with that. Convert your time zone to their own. I beg you. You have to understand their time zone, and this time you don't need to go and be calculating what is their time zone plus 7 or minus 7 GMT or plus 7 UCT, be UTC, or those that stuff. You don't need to calculate it with your head at times. So my dear sister, carry it and go and give it to ChatGPT, carry it and give it to AI, let them do the calculation for you. Unless if you want to like run mad, right? But I don't want you to run mad, and I want you to like have this workflow. You have to move with AI in everything you are doing, because that is why they created AI. It's an artificial intelligence. You have to like save your own brain. That is fine. So, having explained all this, let's quickly move into calendar management, practical work. And today we'll be making use of Google Workspace. And how did I get here? I know a whole lot of you would ask the question, so how did you get here? This is actually Chrome. Chrome is owned by Google. So Chrome is Google's browser, right? So how I got here is that normally if you open Chrome browser, it's just going to show this way. But if your own is not showing this way, just go to your search bar and put in google.com, and here it is. So it's not a rocket science. Yeah, so over here you see a three dots, horizontal and vertical, right? So you click it. That is where you have your entire Google Workspace. So here you have your accounts, your Google Drive, your Gmail, your YouTube. I never knew that Google owned YouTube, but that is so beautiful. I'll be like them. Your Gemini, your this is your Google AI. So you can also make use of it. Google will make everything easier for you because they are giving this kind of a workflow. You can flow from calendar management and just probably don't worry, we'll get to that. I'll explain a whole lot of things because I want you guys to like feel this like you've already started working. So you have this boldness, please. Yeah. So probably there's something you wrote down in your keep notes. Your keep notes is here. This keep note is like the best of it all. It automatically records everything that you are writing. I think it's called like synchronize, right? It backs it up automatically. So uh maybe your CEO had a call with you and was like, so these are the things we are going to do tomorrow. They will always tell you this. These are the things we are going to do tomorrow. I'm meant to visit the hospital. I am meant to visit social place. Go online and browse social thing. Go and make research on this. Go and make research on that. As your CEO is doing it, please use blood of Jesus, carry your phone and be writing it down immediately. You need to be very, very, very fast. Make use of keep notes. I'm going to advise that make use of keep note because it will just automatically save it as long as you have data, and even if you don't have data, it will just save it there. You understand? And then when you have data, it will just be there as long as you want. There are a whole lot of things that I've written in my keep notes since 2020 until now. It is still there. So make use of your keep notes. 2020, 2021, please. So this is the keep note. This is just like the entire Google Workspace, and I'm gonna teach you this. But please, what I'm teaching you is what is like what you're going to make use of as a virtual assistant. I will not come to be teaching you about photos because you're not managing anybody's photos. So I'm gonna teach you things that you make use of as a virtual assistant. But today we'll be making use of the calendar. This is the tax, this blogger, this Chrome itself, this travel, this Google form. If you want to create a Google form, yeah. This is notebook. I think this is quite different from keep note, but I've not made use of this before because I don't use it for anything. This is Google Analytics. I think this one should automatically analyze your workflow in Google, but it's not really important to you. This is your password manager, all the password that you have saved in your Google. This one now is a personal knowledge, oh, Anna. So if you come to this place, you will see all the password that you have saved. You know all this remember me password. This is where you get that. Google Ads. I've not done Google Ads before, but this is where you can do that. Pay for Google Ads. I probably study that. I think I'll just go into it later on, right? Because it is very, very important. Google don't get it. Let's just leave all these things are vague and move into what we call as a virtual assistant. So firstly, this is the calendar and you have to click it. Ooh. And here we are. Welcome to new Google Calendar. Yes, mobile app. So of course we got it. So this is actually how the face is going to look like. I don't need all these things. Okay, they're showing you this because like how you want the face to look like. You want it to be like a dark mood, or this one thing about Google is that when you have a multiple account with them, the algorithm like works like they kind of have this memory to know what you love. I not go lie. Normally I love dark interface or dark mode, but because I am teaching you, I'm not going to make use of it so that you wouldn't be confused and be like, I'm not seeing it that way on my screen. Let's just leave it white so Anna can see it very, very well. Yes, so this is how it's going to look like. Hmm? This is to create. This is for June, right? Now, this interface here is for June. If you want to change it to monthly, you understand? This is like how it's going to look as monthly interface. I don't know if you're getting the monthly view of it. This one now is for June. Initially, it was for weekly. Hmm? Do you understand? For this week. Mhm. I'm just so happy. Yesterday was my birthday. Yeah, so this is for a year, right? This is for a year. You see where I'm clicking. Now, if you're making use of your phone, it's just actually going to be this way. It's not a rocket science. It's just going to be this way. So don't see it as, so you're making use of my laptop. My phone is not like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you something if you're making use of your phone. If you're making use of your phone, if you want it to have this view, please go to this three dots. If you beside this your search bar, just move at the extreme, go to this three dots. It's gonna bring out like a whole lot of things. Then you come to the down part, you see something like switch to desktop. If you click that switch to desktop, it will automatically like make your screen to be long, so it can contain everything that desktop like should have. Yeah, and that's fine. So let's just quickly move into it. So today we'll be creating a meeting. Let's just click create first to know what needs to create. Um, so to create, you have to come to this place and click it. So it's going to ask you, is it an event, a task, or an appointment schedule, right? So let's say it's an event. Let's say it's an event. My birthday event. Of course, yesterday was my birthday, so what do you expect? So it's gonna bring up something like this, and of course, we're gonna give it a title. So let's just say, and people know me with the name the law. So the law's birthday. Yeah. So here is it. The law's birthday. Hmm? Below here, you can still see that you can still switch it to a task, can still switch it to an appointment schedule. This is mostly if you're having an interview with someone, face-to-face interview. Task is like to-do list. This one is an event that will hold as a reminder to tell you that okay, so person is having a birthday. You understand, right? But it can still be like you can still schedule it as if the event is like a virtual event, you can still like you understand? Let me just say that this birthday party is kind of is virtual, right? Yes. Uh okay, let me just make it realistic. In as much as the birthday is realistic, let's say leadership summit so you understand me better. Uh you are depriving me of my birthday celebration, but that's fine. Leadership summits. So this is kind of an event that your CEO wants to attend at Lagos State, Ikoyi. Leadership Summit, Ikoyi. You understand? So you have to name it this way. Hmm? Now, when is this event going to hold? Uh, you must have gotten this information from your CEO that the event is going to hold so time or so time or so time. You have to click here. This is for June. If you click this place, it will take you to July. You understand? Click this place, take you to August as much as you want. So let's just assume that the leadership summit is gonna hold on 25th of this month. So of course you saw what I did. It's not a rocket science. I just clicked it. Now the timing when as in when this will like help you to manage your calendar to know when the event is ending for you to put in another thing, and that is fine. So let's just say okay, let's just say that this meeting is holding tomorrow. Like I want us to like create a whole lot of things tomorrow, so it can make you to like feel it. You understand? Let's just say that this meeting is holding tomorrow. Uh, tomorrow, and the time for the leadership summit is by 2 p.m. It starts is an one. I mean, is a 1 hour. Was it an hour? This thing meeting is just going to hold for 1 hour. So 2 p.m. 2 p.m. You understand what I just did now? 2 p.m. You just key it in there. You can still write 2:45. 2:45 p.m. However you want to do it. 2 p.m. You click it. So it's going to hold for 1 hour. So of course it is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now, when I was explaining something initially, there was a place I said reoccurring events. Reoccurring events. Good. So when this event is going to like reoccur itself, probably all through sorry, like when it's going to reoccur itself, probably like within the week or like every day. I don't know if you get. This is where you set it up. You understand? Maybe this event now, this leadership summit, she will attend it tomorrow and she will attend it on Sunday. So this is where you set it up for yourself. You see the way they align it here: daily, weekly, on Friday. Like this event will be holding every Friday until this year finish. I don't know however I want to do, but I prefer customizing it. Understand? Oh Jesus, what did I do? I prefer customizing it, but what did to get that you have to click does not repeat. You understand? If you click it, if you don't want it to repeat, of course you keep it that does not repeat. Then if you still want it to repeat, you have to like click it and to bring out all this. Let me quickly check if this recording is going on. Yeah, of course it's going on, so you have to continue. Whoa, what did I do? Okay. So now you click this does not repeat, then you have to like customize it the way you want it. I prefer customizing it because to avoid issue, right? So to customize it is going to like bring out the days in the week. Um so today is already Friday. So probably it's going to like happen on Sunday as well. So you have to click Sunday. Hmm? So week, because it is just 1 week that you want it to happen, like within the week that it will happen, right? So now, here now is to like, how many weeks do you want this? Like, how many weeks is the event holding? Do you get? How many weeks is the event holding? So you have to choose here. If it is 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you understand? Why here now is to choose if it is month or years. Do you get? But come on, it's not months. No event holds 10 months or so. So if it is 2 weeks, if it is 3 weeks, right? Yeah, this is where you choose it. Now here is to like choose how many is it going to be, right? So of course it's gonna be 1 week, and within the 1 week, it's the event is gonna hold on Sunday and also on Friday. Yeah. So it is on. So this is it, and you do what? You save. You have already set up this one, that this is how the event is going to hold. Now mind you, if you don't want this event to repeat itself, like I said, if it's just a 1 day event, hmm, you click does not repeat, right? Good. Now this leadership summit that she is going to, of course, uh let's say that she's attending the event, so she's not the one hosting the event, right? So you don't need to like add any guests to it because she is going to a place. Hmm? She just have to leave this guest. But if she's the one holding this uh this submit, and you would want to like add guest to it, this is where you will click and probably add guest to it. Hmm? Add guests. You add guests by putting in their email address. That is how you add guests. Putting in their email address. Uh, sorry. Yeah, you add guests by putting in their email address. Um, .com. Right? Okay, my email don't even pop. So you add guests by putting in their email address. But we are not adding guests because she is not holding the event. She is going to the event. But I believe you must have learned something now. So you remove your guess and then move down. You understand? You can only copy this link and send if it is an event that will hold. Just like now, if I'm holding this class now that we are holding now, I can come here and book a meeting and then copy the link and send it to the group chat. Do you understand? I will copy the link and send it to the group chat, right? That is fine. But for the fact that she's attending the event, you don't need to copy any link because the event is happening on site. So location, you have to put in the location equally. Uh, Lagos, Nigeria. So there's something I'm looking for. time zone. Thank you. Ooh, I be clicking the time zone. So here you have to like select their time zone. You have to select know the time zone that they are working with. So let's say UTC. You understand? So if this is their time zone, you book the event based on this time. Yeah, no way. Me, I not even sabi their time zone. So you book this event based on this time. Now you're not going to like all of a sudden come up with a time. No, you get that event that she's attending to already has a time. You get so you follow the event timing. I don't know if you're getting me. So let me say that the event timing is GMT plus 2 00 Central European time. Follow it that way. You understand? But if it is a Nigeria time zone, no wahala now. You just click Lagos, Nigeria. You understand? And the ending time, of course, is still Lagos, Nigeria. So you just have to proceed. Use separate start and end. This is if you want to use separate time zone, but I've not seen that happen before. So you click OK. I don't know if you get. If it is another country time zone, please, this is where to select it. You understand? You select it here and then you go to your ChatGPT letter on. You just copy. If you select it here, you copy this. Like you copy the time and go to your ChatGPT and paste it. Do you get? Paste it there for you to like know when it's even tallying with your own time zone, right? I don't know if you get me. Okay, probably if let me say the event is happening in Ghana. Eh? Let me just say probably it's a virtual event that is happening in Ghana, right? And your CEO is in uh Nigeria, right? Fine. See what you're going to do. What you're going to do is that you copy their timing. Understand? Let's just make a little research. Let's say um what is 2 o'clock? Sorry. What is 2 p.m. in Ghana time? You understand? So you can see that based on that you are Nigerian, 2 p.m. in Ghana is 1 p.m. So we are like 1 hour ahead of Ghana, right? We are like 1 hour ahead of Ghana, like 1 hour ahead of Ghana. So what you just do is if the event is holding by let's say Ghana is proposing let's say Ghana is proposing 2 p.m. You understand? Ghana is proposing 2 p.m. with their own time zone. Ghana is proposing 2 p.m. with their own time zone, which is Ghana operates on Greenwich time GMT plus 0. You understand? If they are proposing 2 p.m. with their own time zone, just paste it on your ChatGPT to know when it's tallying with your CEO's time zone. I don't know if you're getting, don't be confused. To know when it's starting with your CEO's time zone, right? Fine. So now with what we've researched here, Ghana is like 1 hour behind us. So if their meeting is starting by 3 o'clock, then to your CEO that is a Nigerian, it's going to be 2 o'clock because Ghana is far like 1 hour behind us. Do you understand? So you have to like book the meeting based on your CEO's calendar, based on your CEO's time zone, understanding Ghana's time zone and tally it together. I'm sorry that it's looking confusing, but it's not really confusing. You just have to like find your way in it. This is virtual assistant for you. Yes. So you have to book it using your CEO's time zone. I'm so much making emphasis on this because you might be working with somebody in Canada and uh their time zone is like different. Make you not go book and using Nigeria own. I beg go. So you save the time zone. Hmm? Moving down, moving down, moving down, moving down. So this is the location, add description. This is if you want, if there's anything that you want to add, but this description is majorly if the event is on like virtual event. But of course, this is not a virtual event. She's going to Ikoyi to attend a business summit. Yeah, that is fine. So you do what? You save. Okay, so here now, let me just quickly say this. Here now, you see where I clicked. Hmm. I clicked here and it's showing this thing. So here now is like to set up notification, to set up notification, to set up notification. Yes. So if you click it, it will show notification that you want to set 30 minutes before the event, 1 hour before the event. You can set 30 minutes, still add another notification so that your CEO no go talk say she no dey notified. So like on each notification, you have to like send her a reminder that she has a meeting to attend, right? Fine. So you can still set up 15 minutes notification before the time. So it can kind of it's really like kind of give you a reminder like something in your brain that you have something to attend. Yeah. Me, I love setting up notifications. I don't know if you do. So here is like probably want to set a color of events, which probably you just want to do it to make your calendar colorful so you can screenshot for your portfolio. Yes. So now you save. You understand? So we have successfully booked a meeting. We have successfully booked an event, right? So let's come to our weekly or so look at it. Remember, this is it. Look at it here. Sorry, let's check what you say. Okay, so this one here was actually what we wanted to book that if you could remember. So let's quickly don't know why they are still keeping it here. So this is it, leadership submit. You get. So now what you need to do is to like book a whole lot of meeting. You create your portfolio, book a whole lot of meeting, make it full for here, screenshot it and keep it. This one I will show them that you know how to book meeting. You understand? Book a whole lot of meeting and keep it here. Book a whole lot of events or create a whole lot of events or create appointment and pack it like jam pack it here. Ensure that you are managing the time. Ensure that you are managing the time. Ensure that you are managing the time. So on this Friday now, it is obvious that she has a meeting to attend by 2 p.m. So wherever that she needs to attend on Friday should not be in between should not be in between 2 to 3 p.m. It is so important that you know that. You understand? It is so important that you know that. Let's assume that we are booking another meeting. Let's say birthday, uh, an event. Let's just assume. Let's assume that we are adding like another meeting. Let's see how it's going to show it there on that the same day. Understand? Let's just assume. Let's see how smart that they are. Now, you see the way that both of them is jam pattern here to tell you how smart Google is. You get there's a leadership summit on 19, 2 p.m. And there's also yes, and there's also a birthday to attend by 2 to 3 p.m. So it does not make sense. So it will automatically show you that there's a problem with your calendar. It's either you push this one down, you understand, or you push this one front. You know how just you push like know how to fix it for yourself, you and your CEO. So this class is getting too long. So let's delete it, please. Yeah. Yeah, this is it for event. And here is for tax. Now, one thing I love Google Workspace for is that you can also manage your tasks and track the deadline with it. You don't just need to use Trello, Asana, Monday.com for that. You don't just need to do that. So I actually clicked on, if you don't know what I did, I clicked on create and then clicked on tasks and it's showing this. So probably every early in the morning, your CEO is giving tasks to the staff or giving you tasks to assign to the staff because they always do this, just like mine. So let's say the tax name should be uh, mm, Friday tax. Hmm? Now, it's meant to happen on Friday. You are meant to like do this tax on Friday. You get, and this tax should be in between 9 a.m. to God knows when. Let's just say 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. You understand? Of course, I'm not gonna click all day unless this tax is like everyday tax. You understand? Yeah. So, but if it is not everyday tax, if it is repeat, like if it's something that repeat itself, yeah. So you have to like click here and customize it, like I talked to the last time. So what is more important in tax management is add deadline. Understand? So the deadline is this tax should be due by the same day. Yeah, and it's meant to have like a timing. Unfortunately, it does not. So let's just use it this way. Uh, so here you add up your description, and this description is like all the whole tax to do. Sorry, I want to see what this thing has here. Okay, this description is like all the whole tax to do, and this is why I love Google Workspace. Now, probably yesterday your CEO was telling you, sorry, that today make research, make research for staffing. You understand? Tomorrow, today make research for staffing. Give me a full, organize a full list for for a full list of staff information, right? Good. Now, one thing I love about Google Workspace I wanted to say is that maybe she was like saying, oh, sorry, I didn't get this right. She was like, hold on. Yeah. So maybe she was like saying like a whole lot of this when you guys were on call or if you're working on site and probably you are writing it down on your keep notes. This is your keep notes here. You get, there's nothing written on my keep notes, right? There's nothing written on it. So, but if eventually there's something written on it, you can just come here and copy it and just come here and paste it. You understand? You don't need to like start typing, just go there and copy it and go there and paste it, and that is fine. So, aside from making use of this pattern for tax management, like here now is for like to write in the tax and then save it. You understand? And save it. Apart from like if you sorry, if you are done with the tax, please click it. If you click it, it will automatically show that it has been completed. Mark on completed. If you come here and click it, it will show that it has been completed. Yeah. But aside from creating a tax like this, you can make use of this. Okay, maybe later on I'll just do a video for this tax so you like get it very very well, because I want you to like understand it very well, because this part is not giving me the way I want it. So the next one is like appointment schedule. Yes. So bookable appointment schedule. This one now is just like you sharing your calendar, hmm, for someone or with someone. I have not like literally done this, but it's not really a rocket science. Sharing your calendar with someone, of course, and sharing this calendar with someone, it will automatically show when you're available and when you're not available. You understand? So let's just assume that it's an interview, duration 1 hour. So does not repeat, please. So let's just assume that it's just for 1 hour, and you see, it's already showing here how your day is going to go on 19. How your day is going to be on 19. If it does repeat itself, it will bring up everything to show you how your calendar is, so you be careful on how you book it. You understand? So on Sunday, you here now is showing that on Sunday you are not available on Sunday. But you can make yourself available on Sunday. However, you want this thing to look like, you can put it that way. So you can probably, maybe if you notice that you are too busy and you want to share your calendar with someone, and you notice that you are too busy, you remove this one, you remove this one, you remove this one, and you remove this one. I don't know if you understand what I'm doing. Now, this, if you, after doing this, scheduling windows 6 days in advance, 4 hours before. So, okay, this one is to like change the date of availability, which is still going up to change it from here. You understand? Yeah, so just want to see what it really entails. Okay, yeah, change the date of availability. If it's probably on 20th of June and no longer 19th. So they're still all the same. All these things, they are really self-explanatory. That's just one thing about it. So booked appointment setting, no buffer time, no maximum blocking per day, guest permission. You get, so this one now is like if you want to add a guest, because of course this thing now that you want to book, like you are adding a guest for a guest to like see your calendar and see how your calendar works, to book from it as well. You understand? So this is like you giving your guest the permission whether to like add a buffer time or a maximum blocking time. And of course, we are not going to give guests such permission because you own the calendar, right? So what the guest is just going to do is to like book using these two, using the 2 days that you'll be free, which is Tuesday 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Wednesday 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Using these 2 days now, let the person book when he or she is free using these 2 days that you are free. I don't know if you're getting. Yes, it's not really a rocket science, please. And then after this, I'm going to give you an assignment, please, so you can master it. And since for people that have a lot of mail, you can change the color here, like I've always said, so it can just look colorful. So people just, if you screenshot it and upload it on your portfolio, you just know a whole lot of things is happening on your calendar. I'm sure that this is taking a whole lot of time. So next, so you can just put in here, sorry, a booking page, lesson, see how and where to meet, on phone call, on video call, anyhow you want this to be. It can be um in person. If it's in person, you have to put in a location. You understand? Remember what this appointment is really for. It's just like I want us to talk. So when would you be free? I'll be free so time. So you just share your calendar to tell the person this is when I'm free. Now the person will not have to like book in between. You get. But majorly it does not always happen, Sha. But I still need to teach you that. So in case if there's anything you want to inform the person, maybe in between those days, you now say that on Thursday, on Thursday, or notes come along with food because I love food. With food, you understand? So you probably want to make it bold. Uh, if you want to make it bold as the subheading, you can still make it bold. If you want to number it, you can still number it. Number like maybe there are list of things you want the person to come with or to check. If you want to like add a link that you want the person to look into, you can paste the link here. You understand? Yeah. So all these things are really self-explanatory because I've not really done this part before, but you can see me doing that. A booking form, payment not required, no cancellation policy. I even feel like this thing self is mostly for people who are on subscription with Google. Because I wonder why it's not I wonder why it's not saving. Okay, so let's just say okay. Okay, so this is it. Uh if you want to add a reminder, but this one is not really necessary. Oh. Yeah. So this is just what you need for it. You get now here now is kind of a booking form for the person to write in his name or her name, depending on how you want it to be. You get depending on how you want it to be. Add an item. You get you can still add an item, you can still remove an item. Maybe something like um what tribe are you? What tribe are you? Person will have to like fill in this form. Why booking a meeting in your own calendar? What tribe are you? And in as much as this exact thing, like it's very rare for it to happen, but I just want you to learn it in case of necessity, right? So here now you click that it is required that the person cannot book this meeting until the person answer this question. What tribe are you, Anna? Anna said the gospel truth. So you add the item. So yeah, you save and you've booked or you've scheduled an appointment. Hmm? You have scheduled an appointment. Hold on, let's just check this thing immediately. I want to know where I want to know where we can be able to. Aha, so I've seen it. I wanted to know where we can be able to see the appointment that we scheduled, but just below your calendar, you will see it. If you click booking pages, hmm, you see the appointment that you scheduled, and you copy the link. If you copy the link, you just quickly send it to the person. Then if you send it to the person will just see your calendar based on how you've set it for the person to see, right? Yeah, and that is fine. So this is really everything about calendar management. This appointment schedule is actually a new, what do they call it? Is a new thing. Is a new thing because it was not really this way initially. It was never in Google. So, but very soon I know that they are going to monetize it because they always don't like giving something like this out as for free or so. Upgrade to create multiple appointment, but this is for upgrading. We're not upgrading anything. So this is everything about calendar management. This is everything about calendar management. So it's not like a big deal. Uh, let's say, hold on. Business. I just want to know what this search is for. Okay. So this is actually everything about calendar management. Here's the setting. Maybe you want a better appearance for your calendar. You can change it to that color. Me, I'll be waiting for this exact time. Of course, they are still the same. They are still the same. If you want to upgrade, you want to pay some money. If you want to switch to tax, you can easily switch to tax of everything that you people are meant to do for the day. Let's just say I think I've really talked about this, right? Yeah, I have. Birthday. Sorry, not birthday. Everything is not birthday. Let's say um maybe tax that you're assigning to the staff. Clean up the office. You understand? Uh, you enter another tax. Um, um, make some research. Make research for customer service. All these things are just like to-do list, you understand? Staff briefing, maybe you're the one handling the staff briefing this time. So this one is just like a personal thing to you, and anyone that you are done achieving, please just click completed. If you are done with this one, you click completed. If you're done with this, you click completed, and you have completed your task. If you come here, you see all your completed tasks, and I think you can be able to like uncomplete it. Yes, you understand. So this is just everything about calendar management, and I believe that you understand. During the live class, I'm still going to like explore more on it. Yeah, thank you very much for following me up for that. Yeah. So see you next time, and see you next time, everyone.